Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going on a trip report over from Phuket over to Sydney, again with Singapore Airlines. We'll be going on 2 flights today, first from Phuket over to Singapore and then from Singapore over to Sydney. I'll be trying the Boeing 737 MAX 8 on the first flight and the Airbus A350-900. I'll show you the variations between the aircraft as shown in the previous video and the overall flight experience, food and everything else. So please join me in heading to Phuket International Airport. Okay, just here at the entrance of the airport, and we're just going to head in over to the Singapore Airlines check-in for the flight. Welcome to Phuket International Airport. We're just going to go over to the Singapore Airlines check-in. It's nice and busy here. Actually looks better than Sydney Airport, I have to admit. There's so many airlines and so many services. There is a Starbucks and wrapping and exchange. So have a look at the information. Okay, just checked in and we'll be heading up over to immigration. It was quite easy, not a lot of people as you can see right behind me. Anyways, we'll be checking in. Okay, just past security. Very chaotic. This airport I think is like 10 times worse than most airports I've ever been to. But anyways, we'll head up over to the gate and check out some of the shops. So it looks like quite a walk from gate. I'm currently at gate 12 over to gate 83. But have a look at the shops on the way. I like the layout of this airport. There's a nice open space, a lot of shops. It kind of looks like a shopping mall and the floor is very similar to Changi actually. This airport really does have a wide selection of airlines. As you can see, even the Russian airline is over here too. So many airlines that you really can't see in Australia or around the world are here. So it's interesting, like for an aviation enthusiast to come and have a look at these different airlines. So unfortunately today is a bus gate. As much as it would be nice to have a jet bridge, there is no jet bridge, it is a bus gate. So just going downstairs over to the gates. Okay, so just sat down and we'll be waiting now for the boarding time. It's very chaotic anyway, so it will take a while for boarding, I presume, but I'll update you along the journey. This is currently the state of Singapore Airlines using the bus service, really the airline using the bus service, and one of the largest, one of the airports in Thailand. So Thailand is really acceptable. Even that, even we arrived by jet bridge, it's just everything is not organized well in this airport. The airline is the whole line. Just arriving now. It's going up now. So this is a Boeing 737 MAX 8 that I explained earlier. Welcome on board the Boeing 737 MAX 8. It's much better than the previous plane, which is a Boeing 737-800. This one has IPE, Wi-Fi, and so much more. Let's go through some of the seat features. As you can see, it's much better than the previous aircraft, so I'm really happy with the choice of the aircraft. That it is an improvement, so we can disregard the airport experience at the moment and focus on the in-flight experience. I'll have a look, I'll show you now the views on the It's great to see a newer model for this flight. I just wish this was on the previous one because there was a problem with the charging ports. As I did mention in my previous video, the charging ports into the system and everything, and also there's Wi-Fi in the previous Boeing 737-800. There was no Wi-Fi, so I'll test it out and I'll let you know if that's working. Just took off. Some beautiful views here out of Phuket. They'll be starting the meal service soon, so I'll show you that and in-flight entertainment. Personally, for my experience in the last flight, it was a positive one on the short 1.5 hour flight, and I wish airlines like Qantas in Australia would implement something like this, where there is a substantial meal, something like a quality service with a screen and everything. I think Qantas is the only airline that offers any kind of entertainment, but the options are very limited, even on longer domestic flights, and this is a short one, but yeah, there is still like a full service flight. You really can't even get this kind of service on an international flight in Australia. That has to be one of the quickest meal services, like you just took off about 10 minutes ago. Even airlines like Qantas, for example, one booking takes half an hour to make. This is like Singapore Airlines loves seafood apparently, because there's always seafood on every choice on the flight. Let's try the meal. Has a nice flavor to it, a bit of chili. It actually has a really good flavor, especially for a seafood on the plate. I think it's pretty good. So the meal was actually pretty good. I'm satisfied with the quality. I think, yeah, as I said before, the duration of the flight is surprised how they offer such a great meal. On the first flight I was disappointed that we were actually this one it is wood, so maybe it is where the catering does come from, the country of origin of the flight. But anyways, some beautiful views now to show you. Welcome to the bathroom. Let me show you the features and also the cleanliness on this aircraft. On the last red portion, you have the jet pillar, but this like gives her So basically, the descent will starts very soon, and actually already started, and we'll be landing on time, hopefully in Singapore, in preparation for the next transit. Just landed. Welcome to Singapore, Changi. Local time is 5:54, and we'll be going now over to the next flight, which is about 7 hours, like last time. But anyways, there is a 15-minute transit in between. As you can see, it's a very, very full flight, so it will take a while to hit other gates. Okay, so just leaving. Just arrived at the gate and we boarded. Welcome on board the Singapore Airlines A350. Very nice ambient cabin. Looks even better than the A380. Let's have a look. Business and premium economy look good too, but this is like a separate kind of economy section. So is it better than the A380? Well, I'll tell you later, but right now I'm thinking it is, for one reason that there is more and it's just much easier to kind of move around. The A380 was very compact. I think this is actually even more comfortable for a long-haul flight. There's been a bit of a delay with the flight, but anyways, we'll start pushback soon. They just serve these hotels. Nice and refreshing. So after all that waiting, unfortunately, there is a technical issue with the engine. So this will impact the flight duration, or we may have to change the plane. So unfortunately, this is the situation. But anyways, will let us know if we have to like deplane. I think for a premium airline, this is quite unacceptable. They told us at the final stages of like before takeoff, this wasn't even inspected prior. But anyways, it is what it is. Okay, never thought I'd have to say this, but exiting the aircraft back in Singapore. Business class does look good, so maybe we'll try that next time. So the new gate is B3, so we'll be heading up there. The state of this airline is really despicable, I think. I mean, there's been problems with this airline when I first started on the way there. A lot of quality issues, issues with staff attitude. But I think this kind of level of carelessness is something that should not be permitted on such a airline that they call themselves premium. I mean, these kind of issues don't happen with low-cost carriers, and especially when it's already time to take off, they should be inspecting and confirming everything. I mean, at an earlier stage. And the communication right now is horrible. They just left us to walk, and it's already late. So I think it's just not fair on the passengers. The walk is quite long, but anyway, almost there. So just arrived at the new gate. They did offer these kind of snack packs, which I think is not enough. But anyway, it is already late, and the new flight would depart at 9:30. So boarding will be at 9. Welcome on board the second aircraft. Hopefully this one works, and now we'll be going over to the sea. Okay, just took off. The meal service starts soon. I'll show you that. And then, I'll show you also the flight today. ahead and out these snacks. Overall thoughts was pretty good. Kind of nice the egg flavor with the cheese and spinach.
Your attention to the biosecurity video which will
The
launch.
bathroom.
Thank you.
Basically, we'll just compare it over to the previous flight and have a look. It's the same, any other features. So we'll be starting our descent into Sydney very shortly. just landed here in Sydney. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. We'll be back with more videos like this shortly, and please like, subscribe, and share.